I'm standing in my daughter's bedroom, my heart racing, as she screams and cries uncontrollably, her autistic meltdown spiraling out of control. The sound is like nothing I've ever heard before, a raw, anguished wail that sends shivers down my spine. I've tried to calm her down, to beg her to tell me what's wrong, but she just pushes me away, refusing to let me in. My daughter is 16, and we've always had a close relationship. She's a bright and curious kid, but she's also struggled with anxiety and stress, particularly when it comes to her schoolwork. As a parent, it's heartbreaking to see her like this, to feel so helpless in the face of her overwhelming emotions. I remember the nights she'd spend hours working on a single assignment, pouring all her energy into it, only to have it still not be good enough in her eyes. I've tried to reassure her, to tell her that it's okay to make mistakes, that it's all part of the learning process, but somehow that message just doesn't seem to get through. As I look back, I realize that this meltdown has been building for weeks, maybe even months. The pressure to perform well, to get good grades, to fit in with her peers. It's all taken a toll on her fragile mental state. And now, as we stand here in the middle of the night, I can feel the weight of that pressure bearing down on us both. I try to stay calm, to speak softly, to reassure her that everything will be okay. But inside, I'm terrified. What if she doesn't snap out of this? What if she really does need professional help? The thought sends a chill down my spine, and I feel a wave of panic wash over me. As the night wears on, the screaming and crying continue, punctuated by moments of eerie calm, when she'll suddenly stop, look at me with a detached expression, and ask me something completely unrelated to the crisis at hand. It's as if she's trying to distract herself, to escape the overwhelming emotions that are threatening to consume her. I try to follow her lead, to engage with her on her terms, but it's like trying to navigate a minefield. I never know when she'll blow up again. And then, just as suddenly as it started, the storm passes, leaving behind a trail of devastation, a sense of exhaustion and despair that hangs in the air like a thick fog. The next day, I'm left feeling shell-shocked, wondering how to process what happened, how to help my daughter pick up the pieces and move forward. I know I need to talk to her case manager, to get some professional advice on how to handle these meltdowns, but for now I just feel lost, unsure of what to do next. As I look at my daughter, I see a fragile, vulnerable person, struggling to cope with the demands of the world around her. And I know that I need to be there for her, to support her, to help her find a way through the darkness that's threatening to engulf her. As I reflect on the events of the past 24 hours, I realize that this is just the tip of the iceberg. There are deeper issues at play here, issues that need to be addressed if we're going to help my daughter heal, to find a sense of peace and stability in her life. I think about her autism, about the way it affects her perception of the world, about the challenges she faces every day. And I think about my own role in all of this, about the ways in which I can support her, about the mistakes I've made, the things I could have done differently. The days that follow are a blur of activity, as we work to get my daughter's schoolwork back on track, to help her catch up on the assignments she's missed. It's a struggle, but slowly, incrementally, we start to make progress. She begins to open up to me, to talk about her feelings, about the things that are bothering her. And I listen, really listen, trying to understand what she's going through, trying to find ways to support her. It's not easy, but it's a start, a first step on a long and difficult journey. As we navigate this challenging time, I'm forced to confront my own fears and doubts, to question my own abilities as a parent. Am I doing enough to support my daughter? Am I providing the right kind of help, the right kind of guidance? The questions swirl in my mind, keeping me up at night, as I struggle to find answers. But even in the midst of all this uncertainty, I know one thing for sure. I'll do whatever it takes to help my daughter, to support her, to be there for her no matter what. In the end, it's a fragile, tentative peace that we find, a sense of calm that's hard-won, but precious nonetheless. My daughter learns to cope with her emotions, to find ways to manage her stress and anxiety, and I learn to be more patient, more understanding, more supportive. It's a journey that's just beginning, a journey that will take us to places we never could have imagined. But for now, in this moment, we're just taking it one step at a time, trying to find our way, trying to heal. Was I right to try to handle the situation on my own, or should I have sought professional help from the start?
If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Drop your verdict in the comments below, subscribe for new stories every single day, and hit the notification bell so you never miss one.